ache.
Welcome back, everybody, to another MLB The Show 18 franchise mode episode with the Chicago White Sox. So today is the 2018 draft. Today is the start of our future. If I'm not mistaken, I believe we have the 4th overall pick. So today's going to be a very important day for the future of our franchise. We're going to be looking to draft hopefully a third baseman, a first baseman, a catcher. But my philosophy is we're going to take whoever the best player is. But those are, if it comes down to a tie, we can't really decide. If one of those position players is available, that's going to be our guy. So we're going to go ahead and start the draft. The Detroit Tigers are on the clock, and now it's up to us. This is our time to shine. Alright guys, we are going to go with our first selection in the MLB Draft. We're going to go with a starting pitcher. He is the best player available at the moment. He is a right-handed pitcher, DeAndre Nottingham. He is going to be our first selection in the MLB Draft. Alright guys, so with our second pick in the draft in the second round, we're going to go with Richard Kang, a first baseman out of Washington. He's going to be our second pick in the draft. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and finish out the draft, and then when we go to sign the players, I'll show you who we selected for the rest of the remaining draft. Alright guys, we're back, and it's time to sign the draft picks that we made. In the draft, we were really trying to get a third baseman, a first baseman, help our bullpen out, and a catcher. So we're going to see how we did, and it would appear as though we did a pretty good job. We got a 93 potential, already 73 overall, 20-year-old starting pitcher. That was our 4th overall pick in the draft. Richard Kang, the first baseman, C potential, 21 years old, only 48 overall. We probably could have done a little bit better with that pick. But our 3rd round pick, a 18-year-old with great potential, 67 overall already, a closing pitcher. Fantastic pick for us. Picked a catcher, a 19-year-old, 59 overall, Alan Fagan, and that will be a good little piece to us for hopefully in the future. We got a bullpen arm, a 65 overall already at 18 years old, and then another B potential with our last pick, 19 years old, already 71 overall. So we could possibly see the ramifications of our picks as early as next season with players like Diaz, Frank, and Nottingham if they have a great spring training next season. We'll see how it works out for us. I'm happy with our draft. Alrighty guys, we're back. The next game we are going to be playing is against the Boston Red Sox in Boston at Fenway. Right now, unfortunately, the White Sox have lost first place. We are now 2 games back of the Kansas City Royals. If we go ahead and take a look at our lineups and see how our guys are doing, Tim Anderson is having a pretty good season, batting .282, 10 home runs, 31 RBIs, a solid season, solid start. Yohan Moncada has picked it up incredibly lately. He was batting around 170, now he's already batting .246. Good turnaround for Yohan Moncada. Brayu batting .278, 16 home runs, 40 RBIs, pretty solid start. Avi, his average is down. He was clutch in the beginning, but he's going to have to work on that, and we're going to see where we're going to be at the trade deadline. Matt Davidson, 16 home runs, 35 RBIs, 275. Good job for Matt Davidson. Joseph Litzicum, low power numbers, but he's been a dependable piece for us. Ryan Cordell, who's come up after the Nicky Delmonico injury, has not played fantastic. Kevin Smith batting .258. Adam Engel batting .222. Backup utility player Tyler Saladino batting .234. Wellington Castillo .233. Garcia batting .232, and Yolmer Sanchez batting a measly .187. So we need to get our batting averages up, as our highest batting average is, I believe, .282. Tim Anderson leading the team. Not very good on the offensive side. On the pitching side, though, Lucas Giolito, 88 strikeouts and 88 and 2/3 innings, 9-2 record. Solid season for Lucas Giolito, confirming that he is going to be our ace going forward. Carlos Rodon continuing to push Lucas Giolito as he's got a 3.08 ERA, 88 strikeouts in 79 innings. A great job for Carlos Rodon so far. Miguel Gonzalez is 6.52 ERA, 33 strikeouts in 59 and a third innings. Not very good. Ronaldo Lopez, the strikeouts are low, but the ERA is fantastic for what we want to see out of Lopez. And Dane Dunning, who made team out of spring training, we weren't sure how long he was going to be up here, has held his own. 69 strikeouts, 67 innings, 4-4 even record, and a little bit over 4 ERA. If we go to the bullpen, Scahill is doing well. Noah could use some work. Soria is okay. Infante has been fantastic. Sadino has been really good. Avion could use some work. And Nate Jones, our closer, has been about average, a little bit better than. So going forward in the season, depending on where we stand in the standings, we're going to have some decisions to make. Guys like Abreu, guys like Avisail Garcia, guys like Matt Davidson are all going to be players that teams are going to be calling about. When we go to the bullpen, Miguel Gonzalez is a veteran. He's 33 years old. He has plenty of experience. He's a guy that teams are going to come calling for. We have players in the minors. Michael Kopech looked like he was going to get called up. Now we're not sure. A 5.04 ERA, we don't know. Alec Hansen has pitched fantastic. Dylan Cease has had a little bit of a rocky time. And then Carson Fulmer has been fantastic. So something that we're going to look into a little bit more now is possibly trading Miguel Gonzalez and bringing up Carson Fulmer. In his one game this season, 7 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, no runs given up. So that is a move that we could possibly make within the next couple days to try to help our team before we get to the trade deadline. But without further ado, guys, we're going to be going in today's game against the Boston Red Sox against former White Sox Chris Sale. Welcome everybody to Fenway Park. We are here in Boston, Massachusetts, as today is the matchup of 2 Sox, 1 white, 1 red. The Chicago White Sox versus the Boston Red Sox. Today we got Chris Sale on the mound. It's going to be a tough game, but it is raining, so we'll see what we can get. 116 strikeouts and only 98 and 2/3 innings. His ERA is 1.73. A very possible Cy Young year for Chris Sale. Today's going to be a tough matchup for our hitters who have been struggling offensively, but hopefully the rain can help us a little bit in that department as Tim Anderson comes up to bat. On the road, he's doing a lot better, both home run average and RBIs, than he is at home. Hopefully today he can start us off early with a hit against Chris Sale. And as always, guys, we will always show you the first pitch of the game. And Tim Anderson takes a quick cut, as he always does, trying to get on top of that first pitch. Unfortunately, he grounds out to Dustin Pedroia at second base to record the first out of the game.
Second baseman,
ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
The 0-1 pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Bogarts is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out.
Here comes the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Garcia, still ranging back. And that one is gone! Andrew Benintendi leaves the yard with a solo shot. 6th home run on the season for him, as the Red Sox have taken a 3-2 lead.
Well, that's one way of taking control of a game. Second dinger of the inning. They've got the lead, and now everyone wants to get a bat and take some cuts.
Engel on second. Anderson at first with no outs. Tries to hold up, but did he do so in time? No, says Dave Lawrence. It's strike one. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line.
Designated hitter.
Digging in and looking for more, J.D. Martinez. And they're runners at the corners now.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already one homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
1-1 to count. Ready with the 1-1. A line shot to third base.
Now batting, first.
Once again, Christian Vasquez. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. On a line, that's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Now a 5-3 game.
Dan, that had to be missed execution right there. 2 strikes on the batter. You throw a breaking ball, but you leave it up a little bit for him to be able to drive it into the out.
No doubt about it, D-Row. 2 strike breaking ball intended to be at the ankles or below.
Jose Abreu, he doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Betts. Still going back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a solo home run for Jose Abreu. Number 17 for him on the season, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. Comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to make a change as that'll be all for his starter Chris Sale. 7 solid innings for him in this one as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed.
Your attention please. Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 39, Carson Smith.
The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge.
So we are in the bottom of the first. We are going to be challenging a play at first base.
So sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here.
It's a bang bang play. The call in the field was safe, but we are going to challenge it. I feel like it was worth the challenge.
So here's the the signal from the
So we're going to find out. Hopefully our challenge is good. They've been getting some rallies started by getting some guys on early in the inning. So we are going to go ahead and challenge, and hopefully we will get the call overturned and it will be an out. As we take another look here, let's see how it looks.
Now remember, there has to be
He looks like he's safe. He looks like he just got his foot in there. We'll see what the guys in New York and Manhattan say.
There's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get
the call is confirmed. He will be safe. So unfortunately, there will be a runner in first as we are down in the game right now. Hopefully, we'll be able to come back. So it looks like we might be down to our last pitch of the game, guys. Unfortunately, hopefully Adam Engel can battle back and just nope. Unfortunately, he cannot, and that is a 10-4 loss here in Boston, Massachusetts against the Red Sox. The pitching had plenty of struggles. Dane Dunning all the way down to the bullpen. None of our pitchers had a good game. None of them. Chris Sale was leaving a little rocky, but the long ball was huge in today's game with a ton of home runs, as Chris Sale gets another victory in what is likely to be a Cy Young candidate, if not winner, type of year. We got on the board, we got some hits, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. As you can see, the final box score there, 10-13-0 for the Boston Red Sox, 4-9-0 for us. Sales moves to 9-3 as Dunning makes his 5th loss of the year and is 4-5 as we take a look at the highlights of the game. Top of the 4th, it took to the 4th inning, and before any of the runs were scored, Castillo homered to right, getting 2 RBIs out of it, putting the White Sox up 2-0. But it wouldn't last for very long, as the bottom of the 4th, the Red Sox came right back with the same exact thing, but to left with Martinez with a 2-run home run to left field over the Green Monster to make the game 2-2 in the bottom of the 4th inning, and continued in the bottom of the 4th inning as Andrew Benintendi homered to right field, a solo home run to take the lead for the Boston Red Sox, making it 3-2, just over the wall. Avi Garcia unfortunately could not get it. And then, after the White Sox had tied it up, Jackie Bradley Jr. would homer to right, 1 RBI just around Pesky's pole, a solo home run, making it 4-3 for the Red Sox, and they would not look back. As you can see, Nunez lined to center here for a single, bringing in a run. Yohan Moncada unfortunately could not get it, and Engel could not throw out the runner at home, moving the score 6-3. And then Martinez with an inside the park home run, hitting the very top of the Green Monster. As you can see there, Lori Garcia unfortunately did not read the play right. Or Adam Engel, Adam Engel did not read the play correctly. A inside the park home run for Martinez. Thankfully, it was only a solo, but it wouldn't matter. Jose Abreu in the top of the 8th inning, as you guys saw, a 7-4 margin here with a solo home run to right field. It would be the last run of the night for the Chicago White Sox. Unfortunately, it didn't make too much of a difference. And then it was the bottom of the 8th where the Red Sox piled it on, scoring 3 more runs. As you can see, Eduardo Nunez lining to right field to get an RBI. And Alexander Bogaerts just down the line, right inside the bag for a single, bringing in a run, making the score 9-4. And the Red Sox would finish it off against Adam Engel, swinging on an inside pitch. And that would be all she wrote. Alright guys, and a move needed to be made as a signal to the ball club and for logistic reasons. It looks as though the White Sox are going to trade right fielder Avi Garcia to the Seattle Mariners for center fielder, left fielder, right fielder, and second baseman D. Gordon. Avi Garcia had 1 more year, even though it doesn't show it here, he has 1 more year of arbitration. He's only batting .237, 9 home runs, 26 RBIs. We need a little bit more speed, and as you can see, D. Gordon plays second base, shortstop, all outfield positions. His speed's through the roof. His durability is through the roof, his fielding's through the roof, his contact is through the roof, and that is one of the reasons why he's batting .325, has 27 RBIs, I apologize, and 26 stolen bases. So it's a move we're going to make. Not to mention he still has 3 years on a club-friendly contract. So we're going to go ahead and make this move with the Seattle Mariners. So he's going to become our newest right fielder on the club. He's going to go ahead and bat in the beginning order, in the top of the order of the lineup, and once we get that situated out, we'll come back and show you. Alright guys, so this is how our lineup is now going to look. D. Gordon's going to be leading off, playing right field. Then Tim Anderson's going to move to the second spot. Jose Abreu is going to remain in the third spot. Matt Davidson is going to move up to the cleanup spot in fourth, and Yohan Moncada is going to go ahead and bat fifth in the lineup. In addition to his speed and the versatility that he brings, one of the biggest things he brings is a left-handed bat. As you can see, right-handed, right-handed, right-handed switch, right-handed, 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 right-handed. On the bench, right-handed, right-handed, switch, switch. Granted, we don't have Nicky Delmonico in the lineup, who is a lefty. He's on the DL, but he brings a much-needed left-handed bat to our very right-handed dependent lineup. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this episode. Unfortunately, we were not able to win against the Boston Red Sox in a pretty big defeat, 10-4, but we did make some pretty big moves here in the draft, getting a couple good kids that could be really big pieces of our future, and we made a trade with the Seattle Mariners to get D. Gordon for Avi Garcia. So next we got coming up, we got the All-Star game coming up in a little bit over a month. We got some games coming up, division rivals. We got some games in Cincinnati and Houston, and then the All-Star game, so there's a lot more to come up. We're not out of the playoff race yet. We're only 2 games back in an AL Central that is struggling. The big powerhouse teams that people would expect to win the AL Central, the Indians and Twins, are 4th and 5th respectively. So we have a chance to build on something here. We're 3-7 in our last 10 games. We're only 2 games back, so there is possibility here. Hopefully this move that we made can spark a little bit in our lineup, and we can go ahead and continue to grow. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and we will see you next episode.